Hello and welcome. I am Eva Maria Hunt, spiritual guide and natural healer. I help women connect to their core individuality and soul purpose to celebrate the brilliance of their true self. So if you are here, you are possibly looking for that missing link, which is maybe holding the answer for you to how to move forward, how to allow yourself to become who you truly are, how to heal, how to feel that you belong. So there are so many answers you possibly are looking for, and let's get to it. Let's see what I can offer you in this masterclass. To be honest, the missing link is not just one link, it's quite complex. And in order to understand what it consists of, I am going to guide you through some amazing information, knowledge, wisdom. We are going to touch on energy healing basics and of course the science behind of it all, because some of you are definitely at the stage where the science is overruling your life. Then we are looking into the area of intuition, and finally arriving to the missing link. I have gifts for you, and they will be downloadable. So whether you have time to listen to this masterclass or not, you still can benefit from those exercises. I would like to say, wherever you are on your journey, if you were drawn to this piece for some reason, then you could be a newbie. So I am going to start from the basics, and you could also be a seasoned traveler. If you are the latter one, then you still could benefit from the way I put this masterclass together, and maybe just feel some of the holes which could be clouding your journey, and you may find some light bulb moments here. So let's just talk a little bit more about me, and then it will be all about you, I promise. So I have been in the holistic healing arena for 11 years, working mainly with women, and I learned many different healing modalities. Now, the key here is that I am a commercial economist by profession. I have a university degree, and I am now working as a spiritual healer. So that's quite a big journey. And this is what enables me to connect with you wherever you are on that path, because I am very, very spiritual. I can go as deep as you want. And also I can stay what's more towards the scientific or logical approach. And in the last 11 years, I created my own healing method, which is combining energy healing, intuition, the law of attraction, and soul work. I am a Reiki practitioner. That's how I started my holistic business, and I became a color therapist, a crystal healer, a Qigong teacher, and also a self-taught spiritual artist. I am channeling paintings which have amazing vibrations that can help you heal, meditate, and manifest things in this world. I am also channeling messages from above, from angels, spirit guides, universe, through readings, and I am doing online coaching. These latter two are the main work I'm doing at this point, and venturing out to the membership to support as many of you as possible. So that's enough about me now, and let's really try to focus on you. And I would like you to work with me. If you have a notebook with you, a piece of paper and pen, then you could write down the answers. It would be very important. So this is a picture of a galaxy here, and there is this sign pointing to a tiny minuscule point there saying you are here. So my question is, how does it make you feel? And you could give me one of two answers, insignificant or powerful. So which one? How do you feel right now? And there is no judgment. Just be honest. And when you are done with that, let's look into who are you. Still, we are doing this mindset audit. So these first few slides are just helping you to identify where you are at right now. So again, no judgment. Who do you think you are? And you can be so many things. You may be a mom or a housewife or both, or you could also be an entrepreneur, a wife, a sister, a bookkeeper, a banker, a rock star, an actress, a gardener. The question is, however many of these you chose you are you human only? And this is a very important question. So feel it out. And the other possibility is that you are more than that. So let's explore what else could help you to identify how is your mind set right now. We do have these two arrows pointing towards each other, deliberately black and white, because the black and white is symbolizing the yin and yang. And that's the word of duality, the light and the dark, and the fire and water, and so many different aspects like the masculine and the feminine in society and within us. So here the question is, sorry, this recording is not always doing what I am trying to do. How do you create your reality? And again, this is a question about your mindset. So are you basing your reality on your current circumstances? Are you looking yourself into your current reality? Are you putting yourself into a box? And you could be doing it like placing yourself into larger and larger and larger boxes, but you still putting yourself into a box. So are you creating your reality based on your circumstances or based on your intuition? And that's a completely different world you can create with either one of them. So very important questions. First of all, do you feel insignificant or powerful? Do you feel that you are a human only or something more? And how do you create your reality based on your circumstances or on your intuition? So mark down your answers, and you will refer back to them later, because even during this short period of time, you could be breaking through many limiting beliefs. So this is the three groups here, which I put on the form that you have seen before you signed up to this gift, to this email sequence. And I deliberately created these three groups based on different energy settings, different levels, if you like. So you could be all three of them, you could be two of them, or just one of them. And again, no judgment, nothing wrong with wherever you are at. The first area is when you are standing just in front of that wall, which you feel is holding you back from becoming who you meant to be. It is feeling like there is more to this world than the material. You know there is more within you, just you are unsure how to unlock that. So here we have the material world, and you heard about the law of attraction. Many people think it's not real. It is very real. Believing in that, using your intuition are key things to move forward. So if you fall into this category where you are unsure where you are heading, then this masterclass is absolutely for you, because I am taking you through the steps that can open your mind to something completely different. Now, the middle category, the yellow one, is for those of you who are you may not know this about yourself yet because you haven't labeled yourself yet, but you could be an empath, a sensitive, intuitive, someone who is soaking up others' emotions. You could be very caring, very psychic. You could be receiving messages from above. You could be scared of them. You may not know what to do with them. And you could be feeling that feeling deeply, being too emotional is absolutely a curse. So I am not going to change your word today, but these are areas which I am touching on because the membership will give you all the tools that you need to become someone who sees themselves instead of uh, being cursed to be blessed. Because those emotions, those beautiful, deep feelings are there for a reason. And the third category is knowing that you have more to offer to the world. This could be a stage where you are um, very knowledgeable about the energy world, about the spiritual world, and you just would like to find your way, how to move forward. Maybe you sense feel these things within you, but you haven't broken through the wall yet, where you get out of a corporate job to live your passion. And you could be a light worker, you could be a star seed, you could be part of a twin flame connection. These are very spiritual um, energies and amazing journeys. Again, won't be able to cover this today, but the membership will allow you to access these informations more in depth. So I respect your views of the world, wherever you are at. Absolutely, I am not judging you. And we are going to start this part where um, I am going to open doors for you to see yourself not just as a human being, not just as part of the material world. So this is mainly for those of you, or it's for all of you, but if you are still basing everything on science and can I prove this and I'm not sure about things, then listen up because this is really helpful. So when we talk about holistic healing, holistic means that we are looking at ourselves in a way that incorporates all parts of us. Now, you see here mind, body, and soul. This is three different dimensions. They are existing on different planes, and you are going to find out later what I mean about that. So, to start with, let's see if I can use this. Oh, okay, managed it, sorry. So, when we talk about the body, of course, we learned so much about the body, but we didn't learn anything about the spiritual aspects of our existence. So we know that we have a bone structure, we know we have muscles. Of course, we are ladies. Well, I thought I'd give you some eye candy here. So we've got muscles, we've got organs. We know so much about our physical body. But is this body really holding everything that you are? Are you just made of cells and organs and pieces of hair? Let's see what the other dimension offers to us. That is the mind. So we know that we've got a brain. We know that we've got thoughts. My question to you is where your thoughts are and where is your mind? Is it really logged into your brain or there is something as an answer? And we are going to the soul level very quickly. And the question is, where is your soul? And is it in your body? Is your mind logged into to your body? These are very fascinating questions. So answer them, and then we are going to move forward. So let's look at our brain, because these are just angles that help you understand how simple the energy world really is. Your brain is creating thoughts. Thoughts are energy waves, brain waves. And they are, I am going to tell you, not restricted to your mind. And I mean, not restricted to your brain. So when we are looking at where your mind is, it really is a field of energy where your thoughts exist. And then where your soul is, it's an even larger field of energy. Now, please know that our energy is almost infinite. It's extremely large. But just to help you understand how a human energy field and aura looks like, this is an actual photography created with special machinery, how someone's aura, energy field could look like. And that aura, that energy field, stores our emotions, our thoughts, our soul mission, so many things. It is an absolutely beautiful world when you allow yourself to think of yourself as you are more than just your physical body. And of course, your aura has a certain function to collect energy from all around you, and then it distributes it to the chakra centers, and the chakra centers are energy centers in touch with your organs. They are nourishing your body, mind, and soul because they are working on 4 different levels: physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual. I'm not going to go into anything in depth because we would be here for a month. But this is just allowing you to see how complex our invisible part, the energy part of our being, and even the human body is very complex because you learned a lot about it, but you still don't know how to fix certain things. You need a surgeon to fix an organ if it doesn't work well. But the energy field is amazingly complex, mesmerizing. So we touched on the aura, we touched on the chakra system. We have also a meridian system, which is like energy highways running through our body. We've got 12 main meridian lines, and they are all distributing energy in a different way. And when you learn how to use them, this is part of what I teach in Qigong. Through exercises, you can actually manage your energies, your mood, your emotions, your mindset, um, and you can become a person more in control of your own energy and, in a way, your destiny. Now, this slide just showing that there is a gift here for you, which you can download with the links provided. And this is the doorway to your intuition. This is a little bit of explanation. I'm not going to tell you everything about this gift, about what your intuition is and how you can access it. This is a fantastic 6-step process, and whether you never tried it ever before, or you have tried to access your intuition before but you failed, this will be a fantastic tool to help you explore and practice what your intuition can offer. So that takes us to the next chapter. Feel free to stop this recording anytime, because I understand I'm going to give you so much information today that you might need to digest it a little bit more. I am not trying to teach you everything. I just would like to open doors in your mind to see yourself in a different light. So I know most of you are in the position where you need proof of everything. So let's go there. Let's see what science has to say about the aura, about the energy field, about our invisible part of our being. And in 2014, I had the privilege to be part of this conference in London, which is called Consciousness and Human Evolution, where amazing scientists represented their field of expertise, and these scientists are part of the consciousness and human evolution, because they are proving what people who are spiritually open already know or sense. So Dr. Michael Koenig has amazing research about how to capture the energy of a person, and he has this machine called Kirlian photography, which is a fantastic tool that is using high voltage frequency and electrons cascading through our body and energy field, and taking the pictures which are representing the energy radiation from the body. And so what he does, let's say someone goes to the GP because they have an illness, and when they are diagnosed with something, he asks the patient's permission to take a photography with this machine, and the doctor suggests the patients some kind of healing method, usually a natural one. So it could be aromatherapy or Reiki healing or whatever, but it doesn't really matter. What matters is, after the person being treated, a certain period of time is gone, and Dr. Michael Koenig is taking another picture of their energy field. So it's like a before and after. Pardon me. And what is important here to understand, whether you are happy or not, is depending on the radiation of your body. So that radiation is your energy. That's what you can change, because the way we are brought up is like, oh, we are just living our life, and then we fall ill, we go to the GP, they give us some medication, and then we are either getting better or not, because they are only addressing the symptoms, not the root of the illness. So literally, our lifestyle is creating certain energy patterns within us, and it usually leads to some kind of breakdown where our body is signaling that something is not working very well on a mental or emotional level, or even on a spiritual one. So the physical body is an amazing system that is turning on the alarm when something is not working very well, and the Kirlian photography is capturing this. Now, how does it lead to the consciousness evolution? Consciousness is related to the electrical energy of the body. The electrical energy is the energy field he is referring to. And this little picture here with the finger prints, or the energy around the fingertips, is one version of the Kirlian photography, and it is capable of showing the half of a person, because every single fingertip has a meridian line ending there. So one of these energy rivers end at each, or start at each point, so we can have an understanding of the half of the person when we are looking at it. So just again, not going into this in depth, but on the right hand side, you see one of these fingertips, and the first photograph is when someone's energy is not very good, they are ill, and the second one is when they are healthy. And looking at the entire aura, you can see the same, like broken down energy field because someone is ill, and then the right hand side is when they actually got treated and feel healthy. So this is science. you can measure the energy of the aura. It's not made up stuff. Still staying with Dr. Michael Koenig and the consciousness idea, let's look into this. What is consciousness? And that will allow you to relate to it easier. So consciousness is the state of being where you are aware of your surroundings, and you are able to perceive your surroundings, and you are able to realize the energy correspondence between your environment and yourself. So consciousness is something that you can change, because our body literally is a liquid crystal system. If you are into healing crystals, crystals are vibrating on a certain frequency, so you can use them to help you to change an energetic pattern which may not work for you. But we are so much more complex than the crystal energy. We are a liquid crystal system, but our energy is dynamic. So when we are being put into a different environment, we can soak up those energies, or talking to people who are on different energy levels and frequency, we always adjust to them. So that's kind of a danger of dealing with the human energy field. You need to know what you are putting yourself up to. And when you learn about how your energy field works, then you can create a different state of consciousness. So learning is the vehicle to change your consciousness. And when you are unwell and reach out for help, the doctors are offering you some kind of healing, an immediate solution to your problem. But Dr. Michael Koenig could prove that those people who got the help from the doctor, their energy improved during a few weeks. And if they went back to their life without changing any of their habits, mind, emotions, and the physical habits as well, they would have declined again and gone back to the same level of illness. But if they did implement some energy tools, maybe using aromatherapy or sound healing or meditation or other tools, then they would be able to stay on that healthy level and even increase their consciousness. So this is what my work is about, to help people to hold on to, learn to manage, and improve their energy system. So how to cleanse your energy field, how to balance your inner masculine and feminine energies, how you can unlock your intuition and develop it, how you can remember that you are actually a soul, not just a human being, and how to channel from above, how to learn about the psychic universe, and how you can use the law of attraction to your advantage. These are all different areas, but they are all helping you to reach different consciousness levels. Now, again, we are dealing with the scientific proof here. So GCI is the Global Coherence Initiative, which is a science-based project, and I am part of the HeartMath Institute program, which is being an ambassador for this GCI project. And when 9/11 happened, these machines, which are able to measure the change in the electromagnetic field of the Earth, were already in place. And when 9/11 happened, these machines were going off the scale, like they were just doing their thing, how the energy changes in certain areas, and then everything was like, wow, something happened. There is a huge change in what these machines are measuring. So literally science realized that there is a connection between the Earth's energy field and our individual energy fields. So our thoughts, our emotions, our waves, they are not just ours. They are going out and changing the field of the Earth's energy field. And that's giving you lots of responsibility, because if you are moody, if you are um, spitting out arrows of negativity, then others will change in a negative way. However, if you are in a positive mood and you are able to manage your energy, then you are consciously creating a higher level of consciousness, not just for yourself, but for the entire humanity, which I know sounds really unbelievable, but that is the truth. So this is why I find this so important, and this is my mission, to help people to shine and give off good vibes for their own sake and for the whole humanity's sake as well. Now, we are going to look into something very, very amazing, which again falls into the category, can you prove it scientifically? Is there really intuition? Where am I getting messages from? Is it just my mind talking to me? And all of these questions. So let's see. This is more for those of you who have these deep feelings, emotions. You possibly have psychic experiences as well, but it can be helpful for any of you. So let's look into what intuition is. It is a flow of information. So it's so easy. Flow of information. However, intuition have many different forms. There is knowledge-based intuition, instinct, gut feeling, energetic sensitivity, and non-local intuition. They are all different categories. Again, I don't want to go into that, but some of them suggests that you learned something at some point, you forgot it, and your intuition is literally connecting back to that experience and trying to, as if you were a computer, determine an outcome or help you to see which way to go, what choice to make. And that is the type of intuition which I would like to focus on, which is connecting you to your higher self. And we are going to talk about it in a moment, what higher self is. But the key here is to connect with a part of you which allows you to access your soul wisdom, your creativity, your productivity, your ideas, your knowledge from the universal mind. So you are accessing a field of information which is the intuition that is bigger than you are, and that can help you to make the best decisions, because the harm of only believing in science and the knowledge you gathered in your life is that is a closed container. So there is nothing new happening in there. But when you open up to the intuition field, then you can get insights and solutions which weren't possible in that container. So that's why intuition is so very important. And I promise you, I'm going to explain to you very quickly what does it mean that you have a higher self, and where is that higher self, and how does it actually work. Now, because we have a higher self, we actually can suspect that is there a lower self too? And there is, and I'm showing you right now, and I'm going to explain it in a second, what the lower self consists of. So literally, your lower self is your personality, that closed container, that knowledge box. That knowledge is everything that you experienced from the moment you were born, all your thoughts, your emotions, your experiences, all the events in your life. So if we wanted to go through the layers, the physical body, as you see, it's almost like an onion, many, many layers. So the physical body is the densest layer of this whole system. And then we've got the etheric layer going outwards from the physical body, which is the exact duplicate of the physical body. And this is the area which we are affecting when you are working with crystals or energy healing, because this mass, this collection of energies there could be good and bad. And if you can tame them, then you can raise your vibration and do some healing on yourself or others. Now we've got the astral body, which is made up from your emotions, and the mental body, which has two different aspects, the higher mind and the lower mind, and the higher mind relating to your logic, and the lower mind is relating to your belief system. So these four layers together called the ego. This is your lower self. Ego has a very bad reputation, but this time, ego is simply a label for the mortal side of your being, to your human side. Now, there is, of course, your higher self, which also has layers. If you understand the chakras, the energy centers, it's like the three upper chakras and the heart combined gives you heart, not as a physical heart, but an energetic heart, gives you your higher self. So you can see that there is your soul body, your spiritual body, your subtle body, and they are all connected to different chakras. But both the lower self and the higher self are part of your soul. So you can imagine the higher self as like a communication channel to your amazing soul wisdom. So through your higher self, you are receiving information from your soul and from above. And intuition is helping you to connect the two together. So after all this, you may want to rethink whether you are only a human or a spiritual pilot of a human vessel, because it suggests that, and I absolutely believe this, I know this, that we are spirit with a human body and not logged in. That spirit is radiating out of our body, and it's all around us. When you are meeting with someone, they can bring you down energetically, they can uplift you energetically, depending on what frequency they are vibrating on. So learning to consciously work with your energies is a fantastic opportunity to help yourself and help others. Now, we are moving further into this intuition area. And if you imagine you are sitting in a box and you only have your five senses, which are represented by the small 5 dots, you have a very limited understanding of the world, of the universe. That black circle represents the universe. And when your sixth sense, your third eye opens, you can see that can look around in the universe. So you are no longer locked into that container. And that is the spiritual awakening. Now, before we go there, or maybe we don't have time to go there, your intuition is the compass of your soul, and it gives you directions, it helps you find answers for your question, and it is allowing you to refer to an authentic source of your own energy, mission, and calibration, because so many people are comparing themselves to others, and they think that if 8 out of 10 people says that's what you need to do, that's what they actually need to do. It's not right, because those 8 people could have a completely different energy calibration, different mission, different things to aim for, and you could be going down on a very dodgy path, which will lead you to failure. So that's why it's so important to connect with your very intuition and learn to use it properly, so you can understand your life path, your energy blueprint, and your unique destiny. This is all very spiritual, and we are just starting to dipping our toe into this. It is simply showing you there is so much more than the physical. And there is a question here for you. Did you know that a positive emotion can increase the brain's ability to make good decisions? So for those of you who are absolutely believing in logic, your emotions and your logic are constantly connected. And when your emotions are high vibe emotions, like love, compassion, kindness, empathy, that's when your logic is affected in a very positive way. So that's just by the by. And to close this section, I have another gift for you. And this is called the Energy Hygiene Kit, a basic kit with 4 different energy tools, which will allow you to be in control of your emotions. Grounding helps to get you out of your head and also to balance your emotions. Shielding allows you to be more prepared not to soak up everyone's emotions and energy around you. And then we've got the energy protection. I am offering you here 2 very simple tools you could buy or you already have. And finally, the cord cutting, which is a bit more leading us to a spiritual area, but some of you will know immediately what it is, and who don't, it's already written down there. So this is a very valuable kit here for you, whether you are a seasoned traveler or not, to be able to manage your own energies. That leads us to the third group of people who could be having this inner nudges all the time to become more, to do something different, and they are really spiritually very, could be already very aware, or just have this feeling in them that they have something bigger to do in this lifetime. And so this is the light workers. This is the stars, is the divine mission kind of people who you could be one of. So this chapter or this area is amazing, and I can't really focus on depth here because it's impossible. But what I'd like to do is to show you, whether you are spiritually aware or not, that the missing link is in your perception of the world. So we got to this point now where you understand a little bit about the energy world, you understand a little bit about the spiritual world, you know that you are more than a human, your higher self is holding the wisdom, everything that you need to know in this lifetime, but you need to find a way to get to it, and that's intuition. However, there is something more important here to start with. So you have the material world, which is represented by this black circle here. And then you learned that there is an energy world around you. And also you are part of a psychic universe. If you can accept all of that, the question is, what is the missing link? And there is your mind and how your mind is set. That's why we started with the mindset audit, because your mind is a two-edged sword. It can lock you in or it can allow you to fly. Whatever is in your mind, that is what creating your experience in this reality, in this lifetime. That is the key. So when we are talking about the mind, there is so much more to know here, because this sentence is very loaded. The less we distort, the better we see the truth. So it's when we are simply relying on science, on knowledge, then we are unable to use our full capacity. It's like driving a glider, which doesn't even have an engine, or a spaceship. So the potential is what you can achieve in this lifetime is really a switch in your mind that decides which way to go, because we don't see reality how reality is, we see reality how we are. And I hope it makes sense. So we need to understand how our mind works to be able to work on our perception, because our mind creates our reality. So you know that we have two hemispheres, the left and the right. The left is responsible for the logical thinking, the linear thinking, and it's language based. We are mainly using words, although we do have other tools to express with our facial expression, with our gestures, what we would like to say. And the right hemisphere is all about the art, the artistry, and the creative side of our brain. Now, there is a new view provided by neuroscience, and that is saying that routine and novelty are two different sides of the brain. So routine is related to the left-hand side, the logic, and novelty is related to the right-hand side, the creative side. And the example is for example, I am a spiritual artist, and I used to not just create paintings, but make jewelry, healing crystal jewelry. And I realized that when it was to create the first piece, to design, to create something from nothing, I was like shining and glowing, and it was so exciting. And when someone ordered 10 of those, I was like, oh my God, it was such a chore. I could get through it. It was at one point how I earned my money, but it was really not a joyful experience. So that's the difference between the routine and the novelty. Um, the creative mind likes change. The creative mind likes challenges. And it's not a problem if you are put together in a way where you are more logical and you maybe like to work with numbers because you are a bookkeeper or a banker, or I don't know. I am a commercial economist, so I am not saying that's anything wrong with that. But it's important to fuel your mind with something that brings new experiences. So our mind creates the chemical and electrical activity in our brain, and it makes a forest of connections. And there are different ways how these connections are being made. And we've got the novelty and innovation, the creativity, and the problem solving and overcoming challenges. This is all by stimulating your mind. So there are all those little connections there. And this is what brain plasticity is about, that the brain never wears out if you look after it, if you provide it with new challenges. So use it, grow it, or lose it. That's literally the case here. And we can change the way our brain is structured, and we are never too late to change that. So it doesn't matter how old you are. I am more than half a century old, and my brain is on fire all the time with new ideas, with creativity. So it's very important to feel the joy of living, whatever that means for you. And so we are shaping our brain, our mind with our experiences, and that is key here. It's that we create new patterns according to what we do, what we see, and what we imagine. That's why it's so crucial to be open to new things, to be open-minded, to give the benefit of the doubt that what if I am not just this physical body? And do everything you can to keep yourself alive, entertained. Learning is a lifelong experience. Now we are really going to serious areas now, and I try to simplify everything for you because these are very difficult concepts to understand. So we've got many circles here, but just focus on, please, what I am explaining, and then you don't get lost. So we've got the material world, which is a small circle, and on the top of that, something, someone out there, who could be God, the universe. This is a concept of duality, separation. When the lower self, which is the smaller circle, and the higher self, which is the larger circle, are not connected. This is when people don't believe in anything. And that's also a recipe for being in the third dimension, in separation. This is the word of fear-based thinking and struggles. Now, the universe is very, very different now than it has been even 20 years ago. And for those of us who are open to change, we are able to harvest the energy of the universe to expand our mind. And literally, the reason why we came to Earth, there are many ways to explain it, but from this point of view, is expansion. It is to experience the infinite, to expand our mind so we can understand why we exist and what the universe is, and who we are in relation to the universe. Again, I'm not going into this, but you can see in the middle picture that from the lower, smaller circle, 3 golden arrows are going upwards, and that's representing the expansion. So we've got this golden circle now, and the golden circle now intersects the top circle, and that's where you find the key, the missing link. And that is where you can do your work. And that will be the mind switch first, which hopefully we are switching right now into the right direction. And then the energy work. Some of those samples you find in your gifts. What I mean by that, energy tools. Law of attraction. Law of attraction is your way to work in this new paradigm, which we entered not long ago, because the universe is changing, and this is a fascinating subject which I will create a video about. And also there is your intuition. So these are the three tools to expand your mind and allow yourself to connect with your higher self and to um, see the world in a different way. So on the left hand side, you see the separation, the duality world. On the right hand side, your ego self, your lower self, is working in as a team with your higher self. So if you are thinking about a car, on the left hand side, the driver is your ego, and your higher self has no chance, no say in the matter. And on the right hand side, the car is driven by your higher self, and your ego self is in the navigator seat, because your ego self, your lower self, is part of you until you are walking this earth. It is a necessary protection, like a bodyguard, a spiritual bodyguard for you, because your soul is pure energy and your soul is innocent. So you need that bodyguard sitting next to you. And so it does matter who is sitting in the driving seat, and the cooperation, the communication is the key here. And I am showing it on the chakra system because for some of you it will be easy to understand that your heart center, the green dot there, which actually on the right hand side picture is like an eye, is the seat of your soul. It's a multidimensional place, and that's where you truly connect with your higher self and with the universe, with God, with source, or however your worldview allows you to see it. So the missing link is switching your mind to be open, to understand that you are more than human. You are human with spirit with a human vessel, and you can take steps by understanding what the energy world is about, how to connect with your intuition, and how to open up to the psychic universe to channel information from above, because you are not alone on this world. When you incarnated with a spirit team, and they are there to help you, but you need to find a way to connect with them. So this is the main area that I teach. Wherever you are on this journey, it could be very helpful to become part of the healing chamber. And before I go, I'd like to read this out for you because I can't say it any better. And there is a link there where you can check it out. So this is literally you on that picture, made of energy. Your third eye is radiating, glowing. You are connected to heaven and earth. You are this beautiful, beautiful being who came here for a reason. So we know that we are beings of light and frequency, and the human biofield is an energetic matrix that surrounds the human body. It directly links the cellular activity with the meridian pathways, as well as the energy centers called chakras. We went through all of this, so you possibly can grasp what it is talking about. The energetic field can be compared to a superhighway that allows the DNA, which is also a spinning vortex of energy, in our cells to communicate faster than light and maintain a coherent wholeness within the individual. So this is coming from a Russian scientist. Right now, being Russian is not such a good thing, but not everyone is the same. And this is summing up what vast energy beings we are, how little we know about our energetic part, and how much more is there to understand and learn. So, at the end of this chapter, I am giving you the third gift, which is called Energy Vibes Audit. Now, this is I created this in a way where you need to answer the 15 questions. It's literally yes and no, but I put a middle field because sometimes you do something mostly, so you would say yes, but not all the time. So I want you to see where you need a little bit of improvement, because whenever you answer with a no or with a mostly yes, that's where you need to change things to raise your vibration. And these sentences are created in a way which are already giving you the answer. If you are not doing that thing, then the way to raise your vibration when you do that thing. So you can download this, and hopefully you will enjoy. So to finish this off, remember that your thoughts shape your life. You can change them, and your life is changing. So it's all about your habits, because we have thinking habits and feeling habits and physical doing stuff habits. Habits can be changed, and they are life changing. So look after your mind, body, and soul by creating a new lifestyle which enables you to let your light shine fully, because it might be shining now, but you can make it brighter and brighter. You can become more aligned with your purpose, with your true self, and you can feel free and happy, whatever your circumstances, and you can create a life that you want, seriously. So the Healing Chamber is a like-hearted community for women to celebrate their gorgeous feminine values and understand their true nature, accept and heal themselves from soul wounds with expert guidance, finding women with similar energy settings, worldviews, and soul mission is life-changing. So in this community, you could connect with others like you are. And also the membership site will be filled with amazing material that is life-changing, with tools, with information, with exercises, meditations. I am bringing all my facets to this place and sharing everything I learned in the last 11 years working with clients. And if you wish to work with me in a one-to-one setting, there will be an opportunity for that too. But the membership site is not about that. It's you learning, it's a self-learning. Then twice a month, we connect in a Facebook group where I go live. You can ask any questions, and that's where you can connect with others. I hope it makes sense. If you have any questions, you can contact me via email, and I look forward to connecting with you, hopefully seeing you in the Healing Chamber. Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed it. Take care. Bye for now.